Hi, everybody. Welcome to TIA Now. I'm Clarence Reynolds. The connected car has arrived, and the automotive sector is in the midst of a broad systemic shift toward technology. But is the auto industry ready for the shift from transactions to services? Steve Schwinke is Director of Advanced Development and Concepts at General Motors, and he joins us with answers.
Thanks, Clarence, for having me. I appreciate it.
It's good to have you. Is the auto industry ready for the ongoing customer relationships that are necessary with connected cars?
Well, I think we've been preparing for this moment for 20 years. We started the OnStar service 20 years ago with that basic premise: safety, security, peace of mind. We've continued to grow our services over that past 20, actually more 22 years now, and it keeps getting better. And the fact that I'm here today with TIA and a member of the TIA Board of Directors shows that there's a lot of intersection going on between the connectivity enabled by companies that are part of TIA and the automobile. And so we're really excited about this synergy that's taking place between our two organizations.
So as GM particularly has shifted from an auto manufacturer to really a tech firm, is it in competition with tech firms like Apple and companies like that, Google?
Google. I think we're partners. Sometimes we're frenemies, but we're never in competition. But you're hitting on a really strong point here, is that GM is going through what we call a GM 1.0 to a 2.0 shift. Where our world is changing in terms of producing the world's best automobiles to participating in transportation as a service type of activities. And in fact, we have 4 pillars of our GM 2.0. One is electrification, the other is autonomous, connectivity, and sharing. And so we really look at those 4 pillars, and they're going to help propel us into the GM 2.0 of the future. And it's all because of connectivity, is that we're going to be able to get into this space. And so people like Google and Apple, and they're partners. They really are partners.
Now, does GM have the tools to own the contemporary automobile experience just like Spotify owns the music experience in technology?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Owning the experience, I think, is the customer's going to decide that, right? What is the best type of execution that you can do inside the vehicle? How do you make it frictionless? How do you make it easy and intuitive? And I think we're going to provide those experiences that actually meet those demands. But obviously our number one risk or number one concern is it's safe to operate those services while driving and operating a motor vehicle. So until we get to autonomous, we still have to make sure that we have safe driving as our number one experience that we have to actually design for.
How about security? What kind of infrastructure is being put in place to make sure that connected vehicles are secure?
Right. No, that's a really good question. GM has long been very in tune with the needs of, not the needs, but cybersecurity that go around that are associated with the vehicle. And it's not just the vehicle, it's the entire ecosystem we're concerned with. And we have a chief cybersecurity officer at General Motors, and so we have this idea that there's a defense in depth, right? Security is not just solved once, it's solved throughout the entire ecosystem. We look at the entire ecosystem, and we are constantly looking at the opportunities to improve our cyber defense because the attackers keep getting stronger and stronger, so we're trying to stay in front of them. And so it's a very important aspect of everything that we do at General Motors. I know that that cyber team they're infused throughout the company. So it's not like they're isolated, they are part of the fabric of GM. So everything that we do, it includes cybersecurity, and it starts from design and then moving forward. It's not an afterthought, it's in the upfront design.
So what is the latest technology in connected cars, connected vehicles that we should see soon on the road?
That's a really good question. I mean, it continues to be an evolution, not necessarily a revolution. We had our big revolution 2014, where we deployed 4G technology across our entire fleet. That was not for the faint of heart. And at the time, our CEO was a former wireless carrier CEO, and he said, you're going to have this thing done. And you know, the premise is that what comes first, right? High-speed internet or YouTube. And so we put that 4G connection in our car, and we have been reaping the benefits ever since in terms of value-added service for our customers, being able to understand how our vehicles are performing in the field, and then understanding how customers use their vehicles. And we continually derive value for our customers by leveraging that 4G connectivity in our vehicles. The next step, the bright shiny object that we always talk about is autonomous, and its active safety systems. And all of these things are powered by a strong connection to the outside world. You cannot have active safety, you cannot have autonomous unless you have a connected vehicle.
Well, Steve, as always, thank you for being with us and sharing your insights.
Thank you, Clarence, I appreciate being here.
And of course, you can see more videos on our website at tianow.org and on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.